Alright, what's up guys? I'm back with a full deadlift workout today. So, deficit deadlifts today. Trying to work my back out a little more, and I gotta work on my lockout too, so that's a good variation to do. But first, this is my deadlift warm-up, so you get to see the whole damn thing today. Now I'll take usually 30% of my intended max for the day on whatever lift I'm doing, whatever deadlift variation I'm doing, and I'll do rows, 10, 15, 20 of them. It kind of depends on how my back is feeling, but that'll be to warm up all the back muscles, keep everything tight there. Then I do these RDLs, otherwise known as Romanian deadlifts, which is basically just deadlifting from the top, feeling a big stretch in the hamstrings, and then locking out with the glutes at the top. So I'll do about 10 of those as well with the same weight. And then I'll take you over here. Let's see, so I'll do some glute bridges. I've been adding these back in for a warm-up recently, and I think it's really helped keep my glutes active in the deadlift and to check my imbalances and stuff too. So I'll do 5 to 10 reps, the full glute bridge with both legs, just to kind of get a feeling. Just really squeeze the glutes towards the roof. Basically your shoulder blades and your heels are your main pushing points in this exercise. So then I also do single leg variations because I know that one of my glutes is a little bit off. I think it's the right one. I don't always have great kind of mind-muscle connection, if you will, with it. So I really have to kind of squeeze through and push through my heel and feel that activate before I do my deadlifts. Anyway, on to the second warm-up, really. It's about 50% of my intended max, 235 for 5 reps. You can see all that in the text too. So these ones I just kind of felt out. I was initially just going to do all touch and go, but this felt light enough that I could just dead stop every single one. And it's practice with the deficit too. By the way, that's about a 2-inch deficit. Actually, I think it's a little more. That is a 20 kilogram or 44 pound bumper plate right there that I'm standing on. So it's about the same deficit that I usually do. But you can do a lower or higher one too. Basically, the purpose of a deficit is that you're starting from a lower point, so you're getting a larger range of motion in the deadlift. You can do that with other lifts too, like doing a close grip bench is increasing the range of motion, doing a closer stance squat, or something like that is a similar variation. So that was 375 warm up. That's when I threw the belt on because I started doing singles. At about 80% of my intended max, I start doing singles. So here's 425. This felt pretty heavy. You can see I did struggle a little bit in the lockout, at least for a 90% warm-up. But then I did 470. Now this, I put those straps on because my hands were hurting a little bit, and I completely forgot to put my belt on. So I didn't realize till later in the workout when I was looking at this video footage, but I did not have a belt on for that set. I did 470 beltless, which is 5 pounds more than I've ever done with a belt in this variation. And that's the heaviest beltless deadlift I've ever done in any variation. So anyway, I backed off. I'm doing one set after I hit my top single of as many reps as possible, which I will also call an AMRAP occasionally, or you'll see that up. So this was about 75% of 470, the closest I could get with 5 pound increments. So I did 10 reps with this. That's what you should be able to do approximately with 75% of your max, if it's a true max. But they also kind of correlate. So, considering how tough that 470 was, this 355 for 10 was also kind of equally tough. It's just different rep range. Onto accessories here. I really just did one set of everything because I was running short on time, and I supersetted them too, just back to back to back. So, adding these in because I didn't want to use a barbell for this. I didn't want to really go heavy since I just went really heavy on deadlift, but I did want to work the hamstrings. On my deadlift days, my accessory movements work in this order: hamstrings, back, and biceps, because I figure I can go the heaviest on hamstring movements, then the next heaviest on back, and then the next heaviest on biceps. So I'll use different rep ranges. For the first accessory of my day, and any day, I use an 8 to 12 rep range. So that was 12 reps with 80-pound dumbbells. Then I went to the chest supported row here. See me have trouble adjusting it, but I got it all on camera too, so didn't bother to cut this out. But anyway, that's 70 pounds on there. I kind of messed up. This was supposed to be the weight I would use for sets of 20, but I didn't realize it till I started doing the exercise. So I just did this for 15. I just had to get out of there quick as I was running late as it is. So 70 pounds for 15 reps, not something that's like very maximal for me, but I was purposely trying to focus on coming all the way forward, stretching and squeezing then, just to get a little bit of extra out of the lighter weight. I just kept the straps on here from when I was using them on the dumbbells, the heavy dumbbells. I didn't actually use them for this exercise, or the curls next here. But you can see cable curls here. I always have a curl variation or something directly for the biceps. Whoops, don't know why that's in front of everything. We'll ignore that. So 50 pounds for 12 reps. My form, I'd like to think here, is impeccable. I'm locking out at the bottom. It actually helps. You can lock out the triceps at the bottom and get a fuller range of motion on the bicep, including the connective tissue that inserts into the elbow on the front of your arm there. So a lot of people miss out on that by doing half reps. Don't be one of those people. Lastly, I always do a calisthenic variation or body weight, something at the end of my workouts. So I just got one set in today. I need to get this number up, but I did 7 reps of pull-ups here. And I'm trying to focus on the, full extension at the bottom, or as much as I can, getting my chin up over the bar too, or at least to it. And you can see kind of in the mirror, my back is looking pretty good, so I never had a problem with that. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll get those up. I'll get some more full workouts for you later. Take care, guys.